Hello, welcome to the instruction video for annotating joints on a person. In this video, I will be explaining to you which joints to mark and exactly how to place them. We will go through each joint placement, then to better understand how to place these joints, we will look at the human anatomy. Finally, I will demonstrate the tool with some examples and common mistakes that you should avoid. Let's begin with the joint placement. We have in total 21 joints that we want to mark on a person's body. Almost all the joints are to be placed where the bones connect. In some situations, the joints are hidden behind other body parts or clothes. We will still try to mark them. The first thing to notice is that the left and the right side is in reference to the person's body. The top of the head is the center point of this region. The shoulder joints are the points where the arms connect with the torso. They should be marked with the bones connect as shown by the green dots, and not on the skin or clothes as shown by the red crosses. In the same way, the hip joints are defined as the points where the legs connect to the hips. So if you can imagine the skeleton, it would be coming like this. We will see more of it in the next section. Then we have elbows that are simpler to mark, and the wrists. Knee joints can be a little tricky with those loose clothings, but we will see that in examples. The ankles. Next, we come to the finger MCP joints. In simple words, these are the knuckle joints where the finger connects to the hand. We will be marking the index and the little finger MCP joints. Even though the joint is hidden in this example, for the little finger, we will still mark it. Finally, we come to the heel and the big toe joints. These joints are usually covered in shoes. We will see that in examples. But it is important to understand that we are trying to annotate the actual joints and not the clothes. Most of the time, the heel joints will not be directly visible in the image, as seen here. You will have to estimate the location of the heel as if you had X-ray vision and you could see the bones. This leads us to human anatomy, where we will look at the skeleton of a person to understand joint placement. Let's begin with this 3D model of a person. We want to place the markers where the bones connect. Therefore, it will help us if we looked at the skeleton of this model. The trickiest joints to place are the shoulder and the hip joints. Let's see how they look from the inside. We are trying to mark the joints for the shoulder here, the elbow, the wrist, the index finger MCP, the little finger MCP joint, the hip joint, the knee, the ankle, the big toe, the heel which is hidden behind the foot, and the top of the head. So let's see how these joint placements look like overlaid on top of a skeleton. Another interesting point of view is from the side. As you can see, a lot of joints are hidden behind her body. We have to remember that we are marking the joints where the bones connect. For example, for her shoulder, we mark it here and not on the outer edges. There are some joints that are hidden but can be estimated. For example, if we look at her left shoulder like this one, we can imagine her skeleton like this. If we have this skeleton image in our head, we can easily mark the right shoulder, which is this one, and the left shoulder, which should be right behind her, around here. The same way we can mark the heels and the ankles. In the same manner, we can mark the knees and the hips. Even though these joints are not directly visible, we can still keep annotating them. Now, if we look at the complete picture, we can see the placement of all the joints. The only joints that are missing now are from the left arm. This is because we cannot accurately estimate the location of joints on the left arm and can be ignored.